see XSET are committed to this. They will put the recon down. Now the spike plant comes in. Now DarkZero knows what they're up against. And Kohler able to strike first on this retake to get that one-man advantage. Now they need to follow through.
Gets the heal as well. Screwface now part of the play. The retake on the way, but Yellow needs to be retaken, and Zekin does get baited out from a wide peak just due to the spike being toggled. Also, the recon Dark going to be able to reveal some stuff halfway diffused so far. Def able to find one, not going to get a second. BCJ, though, on the long flank through middle, opens up some space. Screwface has to take the 1v2, and he gets caught from behind. Wants to try to stick, but Zekin will not allow it. And XSET is down early. Anderson once again going to be caught away from this play, kind of between a rock and a hard place. Spot, able to find one elimination. 1-for-1 is right there for Anderson. It's actually not bad at all. Keeps the numbers relatively level, and actually beyond that, it does give DarkZero a numerical advantage, but the spike will be planted.
Indeed it will. Firepower still sitting inside of XSET, though, again, as you noted, a man down in this situation. DZ just slowing it down, letting everyone get back into place so they can try to retake this together, as they definitely still have a shot. Good double swing there from Yellow to try to put some pressure on Kohler. Not beneficial. They'll just have to sit back now and see if they can hold off this retake.
The big question is, will they recognize that you do have a player sitting inside its Def? He's able to find one, but again, the trades are decent. DarkZero has an opportunity to overwhelm here. BCJ, Spectre in hand, not going to find any eliminations as Harmon's found a Bulldog to play with. Already halfway done to defuse. Zekin needs to try to find a way to swing out of this, but it's a 1v3, not even going to get there in time. No man's land. The fact that he's gone 1-for-1 is incredible for his team.
Especially since he was on the Ghost only in that.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
Pure.
Nice Pure.
What to say?
That can make things interesting now.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just the fact that you've got DarkZero, you know what they're going to be running with here with SMGs. The Marshall finding some value, actually trying to go over the rope as well. Ange caught in a corner, or is he? Ooh, almost able to get a collateral down. Lots of damage confirmed, but
again, they're keeping this presence at A. They're making it hard for DarkZero to rotate. Aaron gonna get caught, though. Kohler now knows what's up. He can start allowing his teammates to freely move over to B, knowing that they should be in the right place. Their only problem is they have to worry about middle as well. So again, they're still not going to be able to fully jet on over to B, as the spike will go down. But again, this post-plant hold for XSET is going to be so tough with this HP, but they have a few weapons picked up. Maybe there's a chance at least to get the spike plant.
Oh, and they still have an Aldron as well, so there's an opportunity for this to really find some value to scout things out as they make their way forward. You have Kohler playing mid-map. Tag from Pure. That'll weaken up just Anderson for now. Recon Bolt still finding value. Sentry goes down, Snake Bite out. That's going to block things off, and it actually allows for the Queen kills to come through. Baiting the jump there is XSET, as Zekin's going to be the first one forward. Showstopper coming out, throws it up top, does connect to Screwface. Maybe a bit surprising considering that it really didn't look like it was going to connect with much of anything. So now an opportunity to set up a post plant 5v4.
And Ainge is happy about that. He's like, man, I thought I was done for. He took one for the team there, but there's still a man behind on this retake. Defender, Killjoy putting down the ult to try to help this retake along. And it's working out so far, but Pure is going to work with Ainge to get it back.
Lockdown does get destroyed meanwhile, but Harmon sticking for the snake bite will deny. So will the paint shells. Beautifully played. Just down to one. Kohler nowhere.
Regardless, so it's going to happen. Hopefully he'll settle back in. I like this A aggression and this mid-drone defensively from DarkZero. That was a great adjustment. Gets him an early pick. XSET have to respond to the immediate push on the B, but they're doing so. A man down. That snake bite from Anderson will probably solve the spike plant in time for more rotations, but that's a big deal from Edge.
Spam coming from the middle of the map does allow the elimination, and now the spike drop will be recovered quickly by Aaron, but they're not going to commit to immediately planting again. For a 3v5, you feel like you really do need to either get some information or, more importantly, find a couple of kills to make this a little bit more ease of approach. Aaron, the first one forward, spamming through the boxes, actually does connect for a little bit of damage. Toggles to see if maybe someone will check. They get information on Anderson as well, but the wall bangs are good. Kohler also there for the play, and it's just down to Pure for the 1v4.
I mean, XSET's gotten slapped around all round long this time around. Shift. I mean, just nothing's gone their way here. Losing opening pick at A, trying to pivot B, get spammed on the plant, and then they've lost basically every battle. They've only gotten Kohler down. Pure has been left in a tough spot here with little time left on the clock. He's got nowhere to escape.
But they may want to try something very similar again, but the Recon Bolt will put some hesitation into the mix, at least initially. The offense for XSET still trying to push forward. First shot for Screwface, good. Cloudburst to exit him away, but the resurrection had been earned for XSET, so inconsequentially we go back to a 5v5.
Let's slow things down, though, and you got to confidence because now he's hitting some shots, but that's a little bit of a miss. It's allowing more progress to be made from XSET. Drone is going to get some big intel. Pure leading the way with the Vandal. Huge entries in the blink of an eye. A hat trick is earned, and now XSET has a 3-on-2 post plant.
Nice recovery from Anderson. Makes things much more doable. Kohler is playing off the flank. Amon responsible for it and responds to it. So now it is just down to Anderson, 1v3. Looking like he does want to give this at least a look. Maybe not fully committing as of yet, but an opportunity to maybe find one. Finds BCJ, but cannot confirm the kills in this flank they get here. Viper's Pit is going to be called. That's offensively placed. The wall does get broken. Extra time for this flank to come around the back. No plant as of yet, but Screwface has been seen. So now the jig is up. XSET trying to figure out, do we go for the plant, do we play for the flank? Looks like they're going to do a little bit of both, as it will be a 2-for-2 exchange down to a 3v3. But a spike has been dropped away. Pure and Zekin trying to recover this round. It would be a 2v4.
We have a showstopper available for entry.
And the last time we did see the defensive lockdown, Hunter's Fury came out to deny it. Up top, though, very aggressive opening trades, pinstripe kill feed, but in the end, the early Hunter's Fury tilts the tide. Also tried to deny the lockdown, but there is not enough to actually defeat it through. So Pure caught in a weird spot, has to make a decision and wants to push forward, now wants to delete the lockdown. What a play from Pure. Opens up the space, even sees Anderson at range, but can't finish the kill. So this would be a 1v3 in technicality here for Anderson, but in front of him is yet a 1v2, and it looks like he's considering, does he want to play maybe for the flank or try to hit this from the head? Does have a Viper's Pit to play with if he wants her to open some space with it. Also a Snake Bite to run with. On the way into sight. Yeah, it's going to be, okay, so it's going to be a Viper's Pit play, and I'm just really curious here for XSET, do they have ability to try to deny this? And yes, they do.
Shock art lineups, yeah. Definitely slowing down progress in the spike plan. Anderson's actually going in to make sure. Again, it's just the snake bites, man. We all know it and love it. Hate to see it at the same time, though.
Not sure if Anderson heard the grapple on the rope. Not going to find...
Is alerted to it. They can still need to get in and get a kill. Oh, it almost happened right there. Harmon, though, able to recover, gets the kill onto Def. They know about the second player. Now they do, but unfortunately it still comes at a cost. Second gets it back into a 4-and-4. They're still trying to run this B-split play, and they haven't allowed a rotation yet from Screwface. As they flex another.
Anderson dropping is massive. We already talked so much about his position in that forward place up towards yellow. He goes 1-for-1, that's fine, but this time he doesn't find elimination, so now Kohler is pressed. And essentially also has to commit forward early. Wall still available for the retake. And then Screwface up top with the operator. Going to be point of contact with Zekin, who doesn't even give him a chance to look down the sights. Trying to get out this for early defuse. And able to find one. Opportunity maybe to swing onto a second as BCJ goes to the shock dart. But the problem is you have to keep in mind that there is still a player from behind. And nothing to...
Indeed, Ann's trying to maybe test the waters here at yellow. Zekin has been spotted here with the Sheriff. He's getting pushed in on. He gets his kill, gets the spike down as well, but quickly is traded back by Andrew. Is relentless to get those two. Gets a big advantage here for DarkZero. The spike will go down.
You got to keep in mind who has not been seen yet. Anderson mid-map after the trade has stayed in that position just outside of Kitchen, which you have to know for Aaron and Def, they need to be very cautious of what could potentially be on the flank. Ghost has been collected for Def. The first one forward. Sentry turret will scout out the play that, yes, the retake is underway. Having a little bit of trouble dealing with the turret as well. Finally, they get an opportunity, but just before the Toxic Cloud comes up, Def is able to lock down Kohler. Anne's on the backside of yellow, able to find a tag into one, which makes life much easier for Anderson for the 1v1. It's Aaron on the other side. Viper on Viper. Spike gets toggled, and Aaron nearly gets an angle, but Anderson...
The players on the defending side has been spotted. Pure tries it up into the corner, does get some bullets off, and does find Kohler. Taking a bit, he's getting the job done.
Lots of damage confirmed. Def able to follow up to make sure that it's converted into an assist. Anderson the one to fall. And we go into a 2v4 situation. The spike is still in hand for Ange. And I was about to say, there is an opportunity maybe for a window to get a plant off, but Harmon not able to help out. Second will finalize the last two, and that will put XSET through face. They know where Aaron is as well. He's going to be completely spammed out. Shock darts, slow orbs, but still, the utility, it's in play. Def is here also to assist. They find Screwface trying to find the kill, and a pixel peek here from Aaron off of his own toxic screen. The XSET have held this absolutely beautifully. 4v4, 22 seconds, and DarkZero is essentially still in spawn. They have to make a play forward. They do isolate Aaron, but there's still so much ground you have to come through, and XSET are fully rotating. Kohler finds another elimination on the way in. So it is a 2v4, but time is a huge problem. 7 seconds on the clock. Have to commit. You're on the way over to try to contest this. They go 1 for 1. And planting. Pure able to slap forward. Finds elimination. Now going for the stick on the spike. Doesn't even get it to halfway as Kohler shrugs him off. And Kohler's got a huge health advantage. Plus the utility if he needs it. And Pure still hits the 1 tap. And with 3 kills, Pure saves the round for XSET.
Oh my, that was
the initial defense. It is just Def who's going to be here by himself. Rotation from Zekken to make sure that he can get at least some assistance. And oh, they've actually seen Screwface, but Def still gets the headshot. Are you kidding? Attacking Lockdown comes through, but losing their entry fragger. Looks like things are going to come to a pretty heavy halt. And it's going to rely on Anderson to find a kill mid-map. He's not able to get anything with this. Hunter's Fury will come out to try to open things up, but Pure is still a part of this play. And after the resurrection, it actually still is XSET with the numbers. 4v3 retake still required, and XSET earning a resurrection of their own will actually make it a 5v3. BCJ chiseling out the ice wall. Def finding a 3rd kill. Pure cleaning up their 2nd, and Screwface is about to be flushed out from behind Yellow right into BCJ. Absolutely perfect from XSET.
Shift, all I care about. I feel like this Sage Viper combo defending Long Beach been big. It's bought time for XSET when it's needed to. It's allowed them to set up for retakes when they feel like they need to, and that Hunter's Fury is perfect to stop that spike plan.
BCJ able to find not just 1, but a 2nd elimination. You almost feel like that can't happen. Def finding more at range. Gets himself a double. Last player left is Harmon, and has made things interesting. 1v3 now. This would have to be a 1v5 ace to clutch the round.
Calm down, XSET.
Nearly gets Pure. I was about to say, let's hold on a second here. 3v1. Let's not throw this one away.
Going on. That's all I'm gonna say. Now they're starting to smart up a little bit here and realizing Harmon has a chance. Starting to show some discipline now.
Harmon does have some utility, but there's the recon bolt for 1. The shot dart could just confirm Pure. Oh, but he's able to step away. So now Harmon sees an angle, finds 1 elimination, almost gets the 2nd.
And then just being relentless on the press afterwards, getting some great picks and not letting up. And now they've forced the save out of XSET. They're going to have to go on the Sheriff's Inspector and a Ghost of Pure, so the dagger's in play. So there's still a chance they can defend this.
Here to BCJ, need to come away with a couple, but Screwface, clutch opening shot. 5v4. Pure with the knives right around the left corner. This could get really dicey quick. Pure making the play, wants to go forward, but the ultimate orb baited out. Forces him into the mix, and that will be the elimination. Def now on the flank. Resurrection coming through. There's 1-1 tap. Looking for more. That's going to do well for Zekken to get a little bit of a pinch. 2v2 situation. Resurrection still on the table if XSET won it.
Last player standing.
And Screwface gets walled out of the play. This is going to be him down to a 1v2.
How has this happened?
I got the spike.
What a flank from Def. What a shot with the Sheriff. It's causes so much disruption and puts Screwface in such a almost impossible 1v2 really. But they'll try.
Paint shells, damage coming through. Screwface does have the knife, 61 HP. Has to go absolutely huge, and Zekken gets the early breed on him. It's Zex.
Pause before the star can be activated. But again, DarkZero just keeps trying to get those orbs with their Phoenix, and oh boy, that's lined up. But look at Screwface! Getting him through the wall with a little bit of theatrics of his own. But still, XSET will be sitting prettier in this situation.
How to snuff out an offensive round in 2 bursts. A show by Def. Short series by Def. Oh, and how about this? Screwface going up top nearly actually just takes a shock dart to the face.
Yep.
Call him shock face instead of Screwface, I guess, if that were to happen.
Indeed.
Bad joke
down.
number 1.
Yeah, I did one earlier about like 4 head cave ins. I mean, I think it's fine.
That's fine. Well, BCJ is going to be tested here. He has actually slipped through. Screwface has no idea where he's positioned, so BCJ will go 1 for 1. Pure rotating over, finds the follow-up. And the spike has been dropped over towards the site. Anderson, not a lot of time to move with. Able to find the information on both the last 2 players. Needs to find the connection. Gets the first. 1 second. Moving around quickly. Takes the secondary wide peak. Finds in prey action as the defense starts to rotate over. Def, the first one here. Going to have some assistance from Pure. And they actually do catch one while the door is closing. They should know Screwface is somewhere nearby, but Maybe not expecting it to be this close, as Screwface does see a weapon, looks for the headshot, converts. So now it's just a 1v2 situation, down just to death, but the good news here is he does have Screwface at low HP, and beyond that, the spike has yet to be planted, so there's some time to work with. But now tagged, he's going to back away, and this is going to reset the fight just a touch.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh.
Or will it?
Big kill there, and he's able to get away. Trying to come back, but Screwface a bit quicker.
That setup's going to be allowed here for DarkZero.
Yeah, just kind of your classic B-burst play, right? Smokes out on spawn and door. Get your run it back out there to lead, be the tip of the spear, and then they just play off of that. They have the entry, they have the 5-on-4 post plant, but this lockdown going to add even more to the equation. It's going to be a very tough ass now at XSET. They have to just kind of back off and wait.
Aaron on the flank. Almost able to find some action through B main, but now the entire retake is going to have to be from the front or mid-market, and there's just not a lot of time for this. It almost feels like for XSET, you might have just consider playing for exit kills at the moment as, yeah, there's really no way they're going to be able to get back into this. So Anderson's going to be the first one likely to make point of contact. Just comes down to when and where, and does find Def up top. Pure already out of the mix. Second quick to follow.
Off and try to go for B, and it's vulnerable. I find a good time.
Very vulnerable. Yeah, this is really great. They actually bait on a lot of the utility from the Astra. BCJ completely flashed. Actually, Ange had himself flash for a time, but not going to stop him from finding not just two, but a third beyond that. So XSET, again, in a very vulnerable position just on the take itself. They're a very quick take towards B for DarkZero, and this 5v2 will likely come without conflict again.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a brilliant display of what you can do with mid-control play, you know, spread and feel confident because they do have that man advantage, and now they're stuffing DarkZero trying to come up this catwalk area. Pierre's already spotted one on site, but he's lost the fight, and this opens up the door for DarkZero to get the spike down.
That's Anderson with it from the shadows to gain the zone. Plenty of time to get this spike planted, but the defense now throwing the Hunter's Fury, trying to deny it. Harmon has to stick, and will, as he survived the majority of the Hunter's Fury shots. Step the first one in, denied by Screwface. XSET need to take their time here, and largely, they're still just trying to go at this a little bit one by one. Zekken's run it back has been denied. BCJ is now in a weird spot, and Harmon down low is trying to get the spam shot, but BCJ beats him to the punch. Now Aaron from the backside finds one, sees the head of a second, converts there, and now it's Ange 1v2. Able to find the first, but second up top wins the gunfight. This is gatekeeping this play through heaven. At least that's the idea. Spike has been planted. Nanostorm to push things back up here, still converts first ball. That's onto Screwface, who's been denied the blade from. Now up top Harmon, right back in the mix, able to find one, spamming through the wall work, but cannot find a second. So XSET still should make this play happen, 4v4 situation. And it's this down to at what point do you actually go call this, because Ange throws a curveball, wants to peek. Aaron in the back trying to make a play through Tree, gonna find one, but now the play really just is on him, and he finds a second. 2v2 situation. Pure cannot really clear too much space for this operator. Goes down low with the knife, doesn't find anything. Just down to Aaron. Time not in his favor either. And DarkZero shots from BCJ will be unsuccessful, and Screwface has taken the middle of the map. So this is an opportunity for DarkZero once again to get on the beat quickly. Recon Bolt will be thrown out offensively, but the retake second looking to hold on towards mid. You also stole the run back in play. That's from Ange. Not going to find much with it, but Harmon allowed to get the trade. So numbers very heavily favoring the offense. Paranoia comes through. XSET has to back down. Anderson trying to force a square peg, maybe into round hole. Finds the first net, will push back everything just down to Aaron. Nowhere to go. And DarkZero. Zekken wants to go quickly. Run it back in play. Does he have enough support to even find anything with this, though? He goes by himself. Aaron caught you, is so you thought. Able to find one. That's not bad. 4v4 situation. Pure moving quickly, but Harmon again is holding down the trigger for two. But the trades are decent. 1v2, not gonna quite be there. And Anderson play forward on this, and Screwface will eventually have to back down. And meanwhile, in the same breath, XSET from the middle of the map, able to find some openings, and that's the offense completely taking over the A site.
Yeah, normalcy has been reestablished here. I mean, that was getting real wild at A lobby with that shorty, but eventually XSET able to break through from Tree and alleviate that pressure, and now they have a 4-on-2 post plant.
Nanostorm will connect just to get a little bit of space. Shock darts behind with the hot hands, and Kohler has found an inch worth of ground, not denied by utility. Trying to use the sentry turret to open up a peak, but Kohler's going to have to win a gunfight pretty much face up. Him and Harmon working this together. This is a 4v2. Pure is very low in the left-hand corner. They seem to have predicted that. The biggest problem is the players that are on the back, and that will not come through. Kohler, do what you can there, friend. Maybe find a couple of kills, but will be unsuccessful. Up.
Yeah.
Almost as if to say they're fine playing for a retake if they have
Exactly.
to, but the play could actually lead to some motion up top or through Garden, which could provide difficulty for Anderson. Or will it? Finds one, grabs the second, it's his third of the round, not going to be able to get the fourth, and there for the trade. And everything falls onto Aaron's shoulders for a 1v3, no spike in hand. A little bit of time to work with, 25 seconds to be exact, but this is going to be a very tall ask for him to convert this 1v3.
Yeah, he can get the spike back, but now his turret's down, so he has no longer any tabs on that tree push timing. Running low on time, may try to force a spike plant through, but it's just going to be too tough with so much utility in play for the opposition.
Recon Bolt will scout him out. Has to take the fight, not going to be... Go ahead, touch it, see what happens. Hot hands at an Idix core, spamming through the Cloudburst, finds Pure. So once again, the entry for XSET down, but the follow-up is pretty darn good. Face up top responds, but similarly so does XSET. We go essentially even for even trades. 2v2 situation, spike will be planted.
Yeah, with brute force alone, XSET gets the basic utility down, gets the spike down, and now has the lockdown to make this retake have to be stalled. And so that's going to really make it a lot tougher. DarkZero's going to have to work a lot faster now, as they're going to stay so far away to stay out of range of this. And now they have to start trying to push in quickly.
Not a lot of information gathering tools here, but you do see curveballs, and I have to imagine the paranoia is still in hand here for DarkZero to try to retake. So those would have to find connections if they go for it. There's the paranoia. Doesn't hit anybody. Shock dart to deny the staircase. Finds some damage on the aim, but works his way forward. Able to try to get in with Anderson to pinch, but the kills maybe not going to be there. They will, and Anderson finds the double in the time. Oh, it's going to be close, but Anderson, I believe, on the flank, but the spike comes down quickly. And it looks like for DarkZero, they are going to wait to assume how they want to try to set things up, but maybe not allowed to. Kohler's going to find first blood. BCJ responds. And DarkZero now a chance to try to figure out how they want to work this 3v3, if they even get the chance to, because Def comes around the backside. How many times have we said Def on a flank so far today? That's another opportunity where he's able to get things to a 2v2. And now DarkZero, they're not able to just sit here and just set things up. They have to go, and pretty individually, mind you. Odin v Odin battle over towards heaven and hell. BCJ takes that for his third, looking for the fourth. Screwface still alive. Gonna go ahead and get the spike onto the defuse with the Cloudburst. Also the knives in hand. Aaron around the corner. Oh, he's lost them completely, but the shots for Screwface do not connect. So now an opportunity where XSET will get another plant for free, and it's going to be a 4v5 retake required from DarkZero.
They do have a lockdown, so that could help out a little bit. Still going to be a tough egg to crack open, being a man down. They do catch Aaron out with that recon, and now they can really start instilling.
Anderson for a second. Pure. Similar angle, but now it's just down to Pure. Against the lockdown and 4. Finds the first. On the outside, not going to get the second. Harmon able to secure the elimination. As you've got Pure on blades, plus a Spectre in his back pocket in case it's needed. Over the top hot hands, not bad. Anderson trying to take advantage of this, and he finds not just one, but a second. Nobody from the side of XSET were prepared for the opening peak. BCJ, though, is able to respond. So 3v3, the attacking lockdown already in play will force Kohler back.
Indeed it will. He'll get away. They'll still have a 3-on-3, and they have health advantage, and they're where they need to be. Right, they know the spike is coming. They're able to start setting up Harmon's utility to start getting some reads on the side itself, and the spike will go down. Oh, that's a great tag on the BCJ, but they can't collect on it.
Here.
It's really good awareness as well from BCJ, just to know that, okay, can't plant, have to deal with the owl drone. Recon Bolt also coming through, but the pressure from XSET allows them some space. But Kohler through tree. Nobody looking at it whatsoever. Free pick for him. BCJ going to commit to the plant, pretty much because he has to. Aaron playing through A main is the only hope now. 1v2 on 26 health. Able to find the first and should know exactly where Kohler is positioned. Takes the wide angle, and Aaron! What?
If they win this round, DarkZero's force buying from this point forward, and it's going to be far less than what they have now. So,
oh, for sure.
You feel like if they lose this, it probably is going to go to overtime. It'd be so tough on them to try to collect in the final round of regulation with probably like Spectres, making this tree approach so difficult.
Opening Hunter's Fury from the offense. Not going to find too much. Anderson for one, but the trade is there. Screwface misses the shot through main. Harmon on the site still. Finds an angle, but BCJ beats him to the punch. 4v3 favoring the attackers. Screwface still part of this, but gets baited. As you did see for just a split second, Zekken jump across. Lockdown will be committed to from the defense. Zekken trying to deal with it, but doesn't actually convert onto the lockdown itself. So Kohler is able to turn this into a 3v3, and simultaneously DarkZero has held off the hit.
And the side plant, and the time is running so low now.
No spike.
Exactly.
Spike is down towards main. This has to come down to elimination. Screwface gonna peek, but misses the shot. 3 seconds, he can just run away. They can't chase him down, and DarkZero is the crack here offensively, but it's literally all 5 players stacked up. Sky Flash to open up the play. Paranoia comes through, finds so much value, but Kohler, how many can he actually respond to? Gets the first and able to put some damage in, but now is the only player onto the site itself. Quickly moving over is Harmon, but not quick enough, and XSET just full-on flood, and they get to the B site essentially for free.
Indeed they do. Trusting in Viper to be that solo controller with that wall and poison orb is their only real vision blocking capabilities other than the Cypher cages.
Wow.
And I guess that's the one thing, right? Like
Towards A pretty quick.
Yeah, this drone here will at least spot Aaron in these A halls, and they can start using that to spam him down, and they do indeed get the kill onto Aaron thanks to Screwface's Phantom. So they slow down a portion of this A attack. There still is the Cypher, though, lurking in middle, and they still have the other players towards K, but now they will start backing off, trying to use Death's position here to maybe start threatening a mid-B splits. That push from Anderson, though, catches Death and kind of gets a read of the situation. Now they have 2-man advantage, firepower superiority, and XSET's kind of running out of options.
Yeah, they're going to go right back over towards getting to B. Do they have many Hawks to be used here to come through? Andrew's going to be able to throw out one early, trying to create a little bit of space. Kohler there to assist, but Pure has gotten the back wall into the favor of XSET. Trying to cross, denied. Kohler able to finalize that kill. Good team shots in the mix, and it's all down to Zekin, and with just the Sheriff, there was really never a hope for the 1v4.
By Anderson means that they can't really get the full value of those Seekers. They are
1 for 1.
breakthrough though, yeah.
Not bad. That's going to provide some point of entry. Girl, that's also being spent. Pure going to take advantage of that. Finds one. Knows there's a second. Beautiful shot from Pure. Now up top. Hawk will push off the angle for a moment, but he still locks down this shot onto Ange, and Zekin cleans up the trash up top. Wow. That's 3 beautiful. That play initially back, but Screwface going to be tested. Attacking lockdown coming through. Def up top has found one. The trade does come through, but even in the end, the trades overall still favor the kill feed towards XSET's direction. Spike looking to be planted, but Pure up top, able to take down his counterpart, and this looks like a familiar shot. Misses it just barely onto Anderson. Knows, of course, that he's made his way in, and the Viper's Pit coming through will provide a very good defensive post-plant setup here for XSET.
I will say that's the one thing about this composition that you do have to start considering, and that is depending on
very passively on some of these zones as well, because I think both of us initially just kind of subconsciously, as you look at XSET's comp, you think getting into the site is the hardest part. Once you get there and get a plant, like the defensive favor you're going to find, holding a post-plant setup is going to be incredible. It's just the fact that, I mean, XSET has walked onto sites more often than not so far.
Yeah, the post-plant capabilities this composition has for XSET is certainly very potent. No doubt about that. You know, you start laying cages down, you start laying Killjoy's utility down. You have Viper stuff that can go up and down whenever. I mean, yeah, you definitely can really reinforce a site once you have it. I think the other big thing is the operating. And I mean, that's the sniper. It's been big.
But cannot take advantage of that, knowing he's going to deal with the Seekers in his face. Second set of smoke coming out. Def able to find one. Ange a part of this play, and it goes 2 for 2. Not a lot of time on the clock here. 2v2 situation. 5 seconds. Spike is in hand, but is there enough time to actually plant this? No, there's not. Not anymore. BCJ has to finish the final kills and will not get an angle to do it. So
build off of it.
Screwface looking to get really feisty mid-map with Ange. Def, though, around the back Griff. No one even looks at it. That's 1 for Def. Pure with the knives finds the second, and again, XSET just dominating the first blood conversation. They're going to work their way in. Pure going to go to the elevation play to find Kohler. And Harmon, Guardian in hand. No way he wins that gunfight. Pure snapping onto everything, and it's just down to Anderson, likely just to try to survive this 1v5 with an op.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of oversight for no one from DarkZero to have any tabs on elbow. They just kind of a wombo combo of ways to control sites once you get that first little foothold.
Offensive lockdown through the middle of the map, and it's actually going to force the Hunter's Fury out in response, of which Harmon does capitalize on one of the 3 darts to get some damage. Anderson around the back, sees players at range, finds the first. Not sure if he had much more information beyond that. Aaron able to find the immediate response, so 4v4, but the post-plant for XSET has been really good thus far. Screwface trying to change that as he gets the operator onto Pure. Def up close, just 70 HP to play with. Caught out, Paranoia also right into the mix. Now it's just down to Zekin and Aaron. 2v4 situation. They do have the spike planted in their favor, but difficult look here. Able to find one elimination, but Screwface holds the angle. Easy, hard.
Uh-oh.
Screwface.
Okay.
Good patience. First blood comes through for DarkZero. We haven't been able to say that really too much. Seekers are going to go through very quickly here, and actually they're used simultaneously. So a little bit back and forth. Ange also able to get involved though, so it's just XSET down to a 2v5, and well, okay. This is what we would normally, I think, anticipate when it comes. Couple spam shots from BCJ. Wall goes up. Here comes the take. DZ holding on, just waiting for the exact moment they need to actually make the play through, and Screwface. How tricky is that? Finds one, gets a second, puts himself in a corner. Nobody expects it whatsoever, but XSET have been able to respond, at least essentially kill for kill. BCJ now left with a 1v2. Does have an angle to get this to halfway for free. Hops off of it, finds one, turns, not going to get the second. Kohler keeps things safe, and DarkZero win the required. Defensively holding out of the front door. DZ not able to get in, and that's an expensive entry attempt.
Indeed it is. They send Trailblazer 4, but it gets caught there by Ainge. Now they at least know where Ainge is, but he's being protected for a time, and Pure and Zekin will go ahead and pop off here. Now it's all on Kohler with the Omen here, trying to make things happen. His teammates trying to bring the spike solo to B, but test.
Here we go. Again, look at the very aggressive wall here for the offense, trying to zone off maybe a little bit too much. BCJ does fall, so there is a take of the B site, plus a play from behind. Kohler gets one before Aaron comes for the response. So the site is open. A couple of spam tags from Aaron, not going to fully connect with anybody. The spike will be planted successfully.
Yeah, you can see the adjustment from DarkZero, right? Let's just go for the quicker B attack. They know what they're up against on A side. They know that B's may be vulnerable with BCJ playing alone, so they just decide to hit it so fast that he never really has a chance to find his footing or really get a rotation. And so they'll have to retake a man behind.
You're going to have to hit an incredible shot. The tail dash win going through the back. Not going to fully get there. Aaron on the corner also denied. And Zekin will just collect this operator, try to stay alive, and, well, not going to be allowed to. Screwface pushing. That will be what's controlling A, and now it's just down to what's going to be the call to execute, and here it is. Screwface the first one forward, but Def finds one. Trade will be there, but BCJ is still on the site. Has a Viper pit to play with, gawks forward, finds only one. Nearly a chance to collateral, but regardless, it's 3v3, and DarkZero have taken the site.
Indeed, they have. Again, they found that vulnerability, and now they're going to capitalize, it seems, as Kohler takes down Pure to have the main advantage on this post-plant hold. Trailblazer does connect. Zekin tries to flash his way to the wall, and he'll get there. But again, they're fighting a man behind once more.
And Zekin, oh my goodness.
Oh my. That poor guy.
Done beyond recognition. And
again, Aaron has all his utility ready to go here on B site once the attack starts commencing.
All these Seekers are going to read the flank, though. The timing from DarkZero, that will actually reveal that there is a player push through, but still Kohler moving his way forward, finds the first elimination. Aaron trying to get away, but not allowed to. The lockdown also destroyed simultaneously. Pure uncharacteristically misses a shot, but BCJ right there with him to find the shots to take down Kohler. So 3v4, spike planted. Screwface holding the archway, not going to get the look at the Pure. 3v3 now all of a sudden. Viper's Pit going to cause a bit of a problem, though, as XSET continues to push their way forward. Harmon revealed by the spy cam, tries to slip away, removes the dart, gets into the Viper's Pit, and stays alive successfully. But even still, Pure finds a kill. Def looking to aggress into the Viper's Pit. They have to clear this out. Absolutely need to clear this out. Poison Cloud going to come through. Anderson slips forward, needs to check the spike, sees nobody on it, but BCJ gets the gun up. Just down to Harmon, not able to find the secondary kill. And XSET work their way. There's Kohler, point of contact maybe with Def. Oh, not great. Stuck trying to figure out if he wanted to use it from the shadows. Def finds first blood. Hunter's Fury was also committed simultaneously, but Anderson does respond. So 4v4, and Screwface, he's seen information on Def mid-map that he is playing through the tunnel. This feels familiar for Screwface. Maybe a 1v1 with Pure through the archway. Different angle, still whiffs on the shot. Spike gets planted almost sequentially. Anderson deals with Def in the middle, but still, XSET from the front, putting together a bit of a retake. 2v2 situation after the exchange comes out. DarkZero playing for a post plant safely on the backside of B main. Still have a couple of shock darts, plus a recon dart to play with. Zekin forward. There's the wall. BCJ trying to get this to halfway. Successfully does that, but now it falls on to Zekin for the 1v2. Has to commit. Location revealed by the recon bolt. and not a lot to play with here as far as utility. There's the first shock dart, goes for the toggle, finds one, second for two! Oh my goodness!
Diffuse, and they just face together, which was smart, but Zekond is able to pave his way through it all anyway. Brilliant display of aiming mechanics from Zekond to get out of that situation. Big round for XSET, puts him at series point now, 1 round away.
Still posturing for something over towards the middle. Look at Kohler. He's actually scouting out the middle of the map, knowing now that, okay, Def has actually been here, I believe, 2 rounds in a row, so it's going to stretch DarkZero a bit thin in the early stages of this round.
Also a deeper Viper wall as well that we're seeing from BCJ defensively alongside that Viper's pit to make it really scary to approach that B side of the map at all. So it looks like it's going to be some type of mid-cave split and alt use for intel in the back of the site. Pure, though, still able to hold an angle here, but does get caught anyway by the recon blip.
I don't think Pure knows exactly where he was shot at from. Opening engagements go 1 for 1, but Pure staying alive. Oh boy, you feel like he's just going to do something incredible, and he does. Finds 2 before falling. Anderson for the 1v3, trying to keep DarkZero's Cinderella story alive here in stage 3, opening qualifiers 1, but he's caught in the middle of nowhere, and XSET